and the climb begins, or rather the trek, I should say. Not climbing a mountain, we're going through a big cave, or it's called Victory Road. This time, for real, this time I got the rare candy. I was on the other side of that boulder, and we're taking on this trainer here. Of course, there's plenty of trainers here. I'm going to level up quite a bit, and I'm going to speed through this whole Victory Road process because honestly, it took me about 45 minutes, I'd say, after the thing was all said and done to get through here, because I had, as you're gonna see, these trainers gave me a hard time after a while with their status conditions or just, outright knocking out my Pokemon. So I just decided to speed up and talk over it and put some relaxing Persona music in the background. I mean, you just Google chill, relaxing Persona 5 music, and it's like a 30-minute compilation. Should be the first one on YouTube, so if you want to go check that out, listen to it. So yeah, I didn't want to put anything too intense in the background because, relax on this, on this last great trek through the last dungeon for the Indigo Plateau. Well, obviously, there's still a good chunk of game left, but it is winding down, I'd say. And it will ramp back up, of course, but right now, it's odd to say that we're winding down and ramping down as we prepare for Elite Four, because I get my ass handed to me a couple times in here with some of these guys. And what sucks so much about where I am right now in terms of levels is that I'm pretty strong, but like for Zhukov, for example, it doesn't get crunched to level 61, as I said before. And if I had to crunch instead of bites, I think I would have been a little bit better here. But for the most part, I feel like the Pokemon I'm trying to use in this one, like Blaziken, Zhukov, and Napoleon, I feel like they're a little bit under level to deal with these guys easily. And it's odd that that Golduck didn't have a water move to attack him with, or at least didn't use it. But I shouldn't have stayed in the first place, I guess. But what else? What is really interesting about Victory Road? Is there any changes in this version of Victory Road compared to the base game? None that I noticed. I mean, besides the trainers, of course, but all the items are pretty much the same. There's no legendary Pokemon in here. Don't want to spoil that for you. I mean, if there were, I wouldn't spoil it, obviously, but TM07 was Hail. I know you can see it probably. I'm not going to be using that. No hidden item there. I think that's a full restore. There's a full restore. I think there's also might be a revive in here. The items in here aren't terribly great, but it's just stuff to get your item bag looking a little bit better going to the Indigo Plateau. And of course, these trainers use healing items. It could be quite annoying. These are some damn fine trainers in terms of their strength and healing capabilities. And multiple trainers in here have 4 and 5 Pokemon. Not enough double battles in here for my liking, of course. But here we go. And Hannibal is always useful, and it's going to be extremely useful in the Elite Four, especially the first battle in there. But I do want to spend some time talking about what my levels need to be for the upcoming Elite Four battles, because this is really the whole point in my of me having to fight all these trainers, obviously, and like me fighting every single trainer in the game up to this point, is that I want to be prepared for the Elite Four battles, because I have a feeling that I'm going to be under level for them if I just went into them right now. I mean, technically, I guess I would be under level for them even if this was the base game as well. Okay, so sorry about me kind of being distracted there. I looked at try to look at the levels of some of the Elite Four members, and I think we're gonna have to grind, I'd say, to be comfortable. If you're playing alone, I'd say at least be 65. I think I might do a little. I might get up to level 69 with all my Pokemon. I don't know. I want to be safe. Because some of the trainers will be higher than that, obviously in the beginning. Like every Elite Four member gets stronger than the last. So, at least in terms of level, I always felt that I always had a easy time fighting the ones after the first one. But I'm not going to spoil that experience. And I didn't spoil the experience for myself. I just want to know, like, I looked at the level of like 2 Pokemon. I could tell, okay, from here I can kind of get the idea what the range is. So yeah, I don't know what the teams are going to be of any of the Elite Four members, how you edit them or anything like that. Like I said before, but everything before the 2-hour mark. I mean, everything after the 2-hour mark. I was essentially a blind playthrough, but obviously not completely blind because I played Fire Red before, you know, so on and so forth. But yeah, I think a good grinding spot. I'm not gonna make a whole video about me grinding. I think it doesn't take that, you know, for me to grind here, because I'm going to go to 3 Island where that lady had the 2 Blissies, a Chansey, I think she had a Venomoth and another Pokemon. But that battle itself gives something like 7,000 EXP, probably like somewhere like 9,000, and so probably a good place to keep using the VS Seeker. I don't know where the Lucky Egg is. Well, no, Lucky Egg doesn't have. I'm thinking Lucky Punch. You can't get the Lucky Punch obviously way late in the game, but the Lucky Egg, you can only get that from catching Chansey, and it's like a 10% chance or very low percentage of Chansey actually holding a Lucky Egg. So I'm not gonna waste my time by trying to catch Chansey. I'm just gonna spend my time beating up Chanseys to get the experience. So it sucks that it's not easy to get the Lucky Egg. But you know, you gotta, as they say, get it how you live. Get it how you live. Anyways, yeah, now I remember, was not expecting to go down in one hit from Hydro Pump. Bring Napoleon back to life, and it has Blizzard, takes down Zhukov, but now Napoleon can come in and go first. Use Thunder Punch, it still goes down from Hydro Pump with the critical hit, unnecessary there. So thought I'd do a lot more damage than that, and I'm really thinking about what to do. No, that's not actually at all. I was listening to something on my phone, and the video ended, so I'm looking at a new video to listen to in the background as I'm doing this. So very professional of me to not cut this out. I mean, who cares? We're gonna go with Grant and Earthquake, and there we go. Probably unnecessary critical hits. Wall Rain will take this Earthquake, but Blizzard ain't doing much. Great special defense, and yeah, Sneasel, I think I just keep on Earthquaking until the cows come home, until the milk tanks come home. Yeah, and you know, this is a good one to use Surf on. Weak to water, being part ground, and I think there's one more ice type left. And that's Glalie, all 80 stats across the board. Jack off of all trades, master of none, gets fucked up by my flamethrower, no question about it. So I use my revive here. I forgot that I used my last full heal, and I never had any paralyzed heals really. Well, I mean, I used them all that I found. Never bought any stuff like that. Anyways, I think it's crazy that like Tyranitar is this big bad Pokemon, but with Blaziken, it's just insanely easy to take down. Like I never have a problem with Tyranitar. The other pseudo legendaries though, I think I will have a problem with. When I get Ice Beam for Swampert, it'll be easy to take down Flygon if you want to consider Flygon pseudo legendary. I think you could say, I forget what its base stat total is, but like this, like Dragonite, Ice Punch, and Ice Beam, easy. Tyranitar, Brick Break, then Sky Uppercut, or Sky Uppercut will be extremely easy to take it down. Metagross in Gen 3, we have Flamethrower for that, but the thing that knows Flamethrower is also weak to Metagross' Psychic, so we could also use Fire Punch with Alakazam. Or no, Yeah, he has fire punch. So yeah, I think we have pretty much good checks for all of the super powered pseudo legendary Pokemon. Yep, and camera up is down. And I'm hesitant. I was hesitant in here to use Swampert because he is the highest level Pokemon. Not realizing the fact that I need to be in the upper 60s probably to deal with the upcoming Elite Four battles. And now I'll push that boulder down and I'm gonna put on a switch. I haven't really been describing the puzzle because it's so second nature to me. I'm so used to it at this point. With playing Pokemon Fire Red, it's just not even something to acknowledge. But yeah, it's pretty simple. And once you put the boulder on the switch, you don't have to do it again for the room I'm on and the room before that. Even though like the blocks will be gone, you just have to do it once. Even though the blocks blocking your way are gone, the boulder that you put on the switch is also reset itself. Even though the puzzle, like, you don't have to beat the puzzle a second time like you have to do it in regular Fire Red, as you did before. I thought this guy was a trainer, but no. It says that we should be proud of ourselves in recognition of our feat. You know, teach us double edge. I think about it. I'm like, really don't have anywhere to put on my team. I have strength and return on two people who I think I would give that move to. So yeah, don't really have a use for it. Thought there'd be some hidden items here. Sadly, there are not any hidden items here. But guys, Max Pell, one more for the road. And just like that, we're about to wrap up our arduous quest through the Victory Road. You've made it to the other side, folks. Quite proud of myself. Quite proud of my Pokemon team. So on that note, I think I'll wrap it up from here in the Go Plateau. Next time on Pokemon Fire Red Omega, we will take on the Elite Four. And yeah, depending on how easy or hard it is, I think this could either be broken up into parts or we could do the whole Elite Four in one video. But between now and then, I have a lot of training to do and a lot of money to earn. So see you then. Thanks for watching.